That's what the hell, man? What is this? Hello YouTuber, welcome to MTGA Day. Today we are going to have a look at Rhys the Redeemed in Historic Brawl. This deck aims to win by putting a bunch of enchantments and artifacts onto Rhys and then just going face Voltron style. So this is kind of an unusual one. Basically, Rhys doesn't have any text for us. Like, just to put this out there, this is just a 1 mana 1/1. The reason why we have this as our commander though is because the best colors for Voltron are white and green, followed by blue. And what does Voltron want? A 1-drop, and then put everything on it, right? So Rhys is, I feel like, one of the better Voltron commanders, just because he gives us the ability to always have a creature on turn 1, and then we are able to protect him and put all our auras onto him. We have some other creatures that like to be enchanted, that when we draw them, we likely put our enchantments on those. So, for example, Esper Sentinel is great to put all our enchantments on, because then Esper Sentinel has so much power that whenever they play a non-creature, I pretty much guaranteed draw a card, right? I have like these protection creatures, which are like, obviously, like more protection pieces than Voltron pieces. Vanguard and Hallowblade are indestructible on their own. Spiritdancer, Sram, Sithis, Enchantress, and Cetacean Champion are all drawing me cards. Danita Capuchin is kind of, it's ramping us, but at the same time it's also a great body to put our things on, because lifelink is a very relevant line of text. It allows us to raise a lot of aggro decks. And then Transcendence Envoy is an enchantment that draws us cards from our Enchantress effects, reduces our like costs, so that is also kind of a different role, right? But yeah, anyways, now that we've kind of covered that, like we mostly play a lot of enchantments. Like we even play enchantments like Triumph of Gerard, like +1/+1, or like auras. It doesn't make too much of a difference. Where this does come in is with cards like Kor Spiritdancer that specifically care about auras, but we do not have the density to go all in on auras on 100 cards right now, at least the good ones, because I kind of want to stop my curve on 3, just to be a bit more consistent, a bit more low to the ground, and I feel like that is a great approach to take. Yeah, I think you got the gist of the deck. Let's jump right into some gameplay, but before we do that, please remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel, because that would help me out a lot. Let's go. We are ready to play against Guile the Everwise, and this can be a really tough matchup here. This is interesting. So if they remove my Rhys on 1, I'm kind of really sad, but the payoff if they don't is pretty big, because that allows me to then turn to Bodyguard while still holding up the Ranger's Guile. Also gets Rhys under counter spells. This is difficult. Since they started on blue, not on red, I'm going to assume that maybe they have a tapped red source and can't immediately burn Rhys. Maybe it's not their most important target. Maybe they bounce him. Yeah, that's absolutely fine if you bounce my 1-drop. Oh, interestingly enough, I think I like to remove the... I think I want to have 3 lands, right? But can I... That's +2, that's +2. I feel like I get a lot of value putting Spectral Steel into the graveyard later on. Jeskai Elder, sure. Ooh, Cave. What do we want to hold up? I guess we just play the Bodyguard out and get hit by Jeskai Elder once. Now I obviously would have discarded land here, but that's fine, I guess. We need all the protection we can get. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's finish our game then. I believe the downtime is 4 hours, so hopefully I get this video out in time. Real, they draw an additional card, sure. And ooh, Kor Spiritdancer, isn't that kind of a cool card? Sure. Now I'm kind of sad that the bodyguard is on Rhys, but guess it is what it is. Also, now I would have loved to have the steel over the bramble armor. The reason to keep the bramble armor is because it sticks around after Rhys dies, but I guess that's not my goal anyways, right? That's not what I want. Yeah, sure, I'm gonna Ranger's Guile that. They have a lot of bounce spell, it seems like. So I feel like that is kind of inherently a bad matchup. Because like half of my protection spells give indestructible, and if they... Yeah, sure. Snow-covered mountain. And ooh, I kind of really want to resolve that, to be honest. That's a really, really good card, but I'm afraid that they have a counterspell. So let's get the Ancestral Mask out on the... I feel like it's a risk, because if they kill something in response, I'd rather have it on the Rhys, and like the Spiritdancer is threatening enough that they always want to kill it, right? So I feel like this is the correct play here. Might seem a little bit weird. But I really don't want to run this Enchantress presence into... Oh man. Run this Enchantress presence into counterspell. Yeah, this seems like an awful matchup for us, but maybe we will manage. Okay. Note to self, discard the equipments over the auras. Next turn, no, in 2 turns we can actually swing it with Cape of the Frost Dragon. Don't think it will matter too much. Yeah, I feel like Real is just like the way they've built it. It's excuse me. The way they've built it is really good against my deck. Yep, sure. Do they board wipe me here? Like, I'm kind of fine with that, because that allows me to get the Enchantress's presence under a counterspell, even under Spell Pierce. Like if they anger me here. Maybe they want to cycle a bunch of cards. Play with fire, sure, that's fine. The Dauntless Bodyguard is currently on nothing, right? Yeah. They kind of want to, like, they're incentivized to play their instant sorceries now, just because it pumps their team by 2 each time they do it. Yep. Draw this card. And I feel like I have a really, really rough time coming back into this match if this Enchantress presence gets countered. But I also feel like I don't have a choice here, so my back is against the wall, basically. And I can Spectral Steel. Can Spectral Steel the Ancestral Mass back? Sure. We put it on Rhys, even though the Bodyguard has 1 more power. The reason why we do it, if they kill 1 card, I'd rather have them kill the Rhys, because that just comes back, basically. Oh man. Right, so many bounce spells. Not a great matchup, I think. Not a great matchup. They're slowly running out of cards. Oh, I don't want to see that. Also, I'm like dead in 2 to 3 turns, honestly. Like, the amount of damage that Real can dish out is quite problematic for me. I can play Rhys and attach Ancestral Mass to it next turn. Also play Rhys and go Bramble Armor, but that's 1 mana inefficient, basically. And I don't have any protection. If I draw 1 mana protection spell, I'm just probably playing Rhys into Bramble Armor. Sure. They swing in for 6? Only 6, okay. But yeah, I feel like I'm dead next turn. There's not too much I can do about that, right? Different artworks on lands. I hate it. Like that actually matters if like you reveal the hand and then you like brainstorm, but then you reveal the hand again and show like the same land or a different land, like stuff like that. With the reveal the hand stuff, that's where it can matter. So hypothetically speaking, it is better to just run one of a certain artwork. Rhys the Redeemed, sure. And Ether Gust. So let's put him back to the command zone. Who plays Ether Gust in Historic Brawl main deck? Who hurt you? I think the only color hate that's worth running maybe is Veil of Summer. But other than that, like Ether Gust is probably the second or third best one, but like... Ay. Man, that's so much bounce, like... That's just like my Leer deck. Is this what it feels like? Is it? Well, is it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I can't swing in, otherwise I'm dead here, and if they have a removal spell, I'm very dead. So I need some kind of a miracle here. Yep, real. Can they give real trample is the question. Nope, they can't. That doesn't mean that's not looking awful for us, because we run like no interaction, because our plan is killing the opponent, you know, and just presenting a bigger threat than their threats are to us. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 played, 8 engrave. Relevant cards, that kind of does it. That kind of does it, to be honest. Kind of problematic for us. Young Peasy? That's not making it better. Like divide by 0 as a tech here. It killed the Riel. No, I can't even. I have to jump with Rhys, and that's... No, I can... block with the Cave of the Frost Dragon. That's the play I'm gonna make. Yep. Startling development. And let's see. Can they kill me? I mean, it does look pretty. Oh, Ominous Seas is kinda... Yikes, as they say. It's kinda iffy. Not gonna lie, it's not pretty. Not pretty. Probably want to block the Riel with the cave, so I have a Lair of the Hydra growing to like a what? But still 3. Hard to say. Can't even activate the cave if I let the Hydra block the Riel, so probably it's just better to block the Riel with the cave. They should swing in with everything, I think. Take the 4 damage, trade the Riel, play the Riel. Like, that's just a losing play pattern for me. Because I'm just drawing 1 card a turn. Let's see. target creature blocks this turn if able. Yeah, sure. Says nothing about being blocked if able, so that's fine, I guess. I'm just... like, now they don't have the mana to play the real again, which is questionable, right? So I think they should have totally just attacked and... okay, strike it rich. Not quite following there. Strike it rich again. I mean, they know I have to... oh, I see what they're doing. I don't like it though. I can't block with the lair. I think I have to just take this. Sure, but then again, you could have also dealt one more damage with the strike at Ridge, and then you had enough to just go around my defense next turn. I mean, that's probably still enough, right? And yeah, that probably does it. Let's try some things here, I guess. Last foot fortification. And boom. Kill the young peasy. Yep. And then I have to jump with the Rhys, and I don't think there is a single top deck that can save me from Dominus this year. Yeah. Okay, I'm giving up already. It's okay, opponent. Yep. GG. Okay, we are ready to play against Yarok the Desecrated. Maintenance is over, and Death Touch can be quite annoying, to be honest. I think this hand is fine. Let's see. Oh yeah. Perfect. Let's play the Rhys. I don't think they will play removal on turn 1 or 2. So, okay. Let's get in for some nice damage. Yep, Dryad of the Elysian Grove, sure. That is a-okay with me. I think I like to go with Sithis into leather armor, equipping something here. I guess the Sithis. No attacks. The big question is if I rune off my Rhys. Like, will they, like, if Rhys gets too big, when does the point come where Yarok is, wants to, like... Well, that's not how this works. Leather armor? Or Rhys? You have to make a decision. And they concede! Huh, leather armor getting them. GG. We are ready to play against Grolnok. And kind of like hexproof over indestructible, but other than that the end is kind of fine, right? I guess I keep, like I have draw from Bonder's Enclave. Sure. Rhys, you go. Since the indestructible is so like useless against them usually, I think I will... oh, I think they hold on opt up, right? Pseudoport Duelist, sure. I did not really expect that, but like, sure. I can save my Rhys, but then I don't deploy the Season of Growth in the same turn. I can, however, go with Season of Growth Glaring Aegis next turn. So I think that's kind of fine. Yeah, I want to draw land, because the Ancestral Mass is also going to draw me a card. Root Glass, sure. Forest, Season. Aegis. Draw a card. Swing it for 2. And now we need to draw protection, basically. Can go Ancestral Mask next turn. If I don't draw protection, I can play the Cartouche, but that's kind of unsafe. Ooh, they don't have another land in hand. That's pretty good to know. So yeah, let's start out on Ancestral Mask. Sure, and I guess they don't have a bounce spell, so Cartouche. We go in, and next turn we go in for the kill, because Angelic Gift, and like we can get Fly, we get Trample. If they don't have a way to deal with this risk right now, they're dead. That's Oracle, sure. Yep, that's fine. And we started on Sram. Ooh, Nettle Cyst is kind of cool. And now we play the Talons. Wait, no, that's actually not lethal if I do that, right? I have to play the Flying. I wanted to play the Talons because, like, if they, like if Rhys is dealt with, then they land in the graveyard and I get more value, but yeah, lethal is lethal. GG. We are ready to play against Athreos. And I guess this is a fine hand. Sure. Play Rhys. It's a bit awkward, but okay, it's Athreos life gain, interesting. Kind of want to play the Sky Blade's Boon when I have the Enchanter out, and I want to push damage, so I want to play the Rosethorn Halberd, but like this is like the least mana efficient play I can do. I guess it's fine. Swing it for 3. Play the Satyr Enchanter next turn, and then I will have my shields up on turn 4, which is arguably a bit too late, but what can you do? Okay. Here's the thing, right? If I attack with Rhys and they block, that's really bad for me, because yes, I save the Rhys, but then I can't play the Satyr Enchanter. So I'm not making that mistake. Helios Suncrown is a really good card to have with Lifelink, to be honest. That's pretty cool. Anyways, let's I can draw 1 card of the Skyblade's Boon, or draw 2, but then I have to play this on white to keep up the Feat of Resistance, and I'm kind of not comfortable doing that. But then again, I'm like, maybe this pushes more damage now. Also, Vigilance is kind of helpful, isn't it? 1 more damage. I think I will start on the Radiant Grace. I think I will draw enough lands. Satyr Enchanter. I'll get the 1 white. Mana Tithe is a pretty good card though. One thing to note is if they want to Source of Plowshares my Rhys, and then I give it protection from white, my white auras fall off, so those are always kind of the weird matchups, I guess. But I think, like, since they're in black, they mostly play black removal, right? Replicated ring, sure. That's fine, I guess. And yeah, let's play. Honestly, I don't see myself needing green right now. Here goes Skyclapse Boon. Could have put it on the Satyr Enchantress, so that would have also been able to swing in, but giving Flying to Rhys is so valuable. And do I want to keep up Feet and Mana Tithe? Or do I want to go with the greedy Esper Sentinel play? If I don't... like... I go to 2 next turn? No, I can give this protection from white, and then actually everything can go through next turn, right? So I guess I go with the Esper Sentinel. Because I don't want to play my feet anyways to kill them next turn, right? A Blood in the Snow would be kind of a good play for us if the opponent does it, because that means that they pay for a Sentinel and then Mana Tithe. Like, Sentinel kind of synergizes here quite well because I let them pay for Sentinel and after that I Mana Tithe them. So that's pretty great. What can they foretell? Doomscar? Doomscar would kind of suck. Yeah, no. You paid a bit too much for that. And now I give the Center Enchanter Pro White and swing in for exact lethal. Unless they swing in with Sanctifier to gain the 2 life. Okay. That's GG. Oh, it's also 3 life anyways because of the Cloud class. Yep. We are ready to play against Varagoth the Blood Sky Sire. Yeah. Varagoth Blood Sky Sire. Oh, I like this hand a lot. Wow, this... Wow. Wow. I just need to know 1 enchantment to be perfectly honest. That's all I need. But man, this hand is pure gas. Yeah, 1 enchantment. We don't have too many enchantments, but 1. 1 is all I ask for. Can go Setessan Champion on 2 here. That's pretty... What the hell, man? What is this? Okay, 1 enchantment. I need 1 enchantment, please. No removal? I still want to keep my Selfless Savior? What the hell? Also, I just noticed, so this is on 1, right? So I can go Sithis into... wait, I need to tap this for white. Sithis, Triumph of Gerard. Yep. And I just get a ton of value here. And this exiles, right? Wow. At the beginning of exile, and all creatures have less or equal than the number of void counters. So I put a stop in the upkeep, and now in response to that I'm going to protect my Setessan Champion because it's kind of more valuable right now than Sithis. Although Sithis gives us mana here with the Mox Amber, like the Setessan Champion growing is just huge. Humongous, so to speak. Oh my god, can I can kill the Varagoth here, but at what cost? This is interesting. I could give the Vigilance to the Sithis and then attack the Varagoth with the Sithis, but I kind of just want to chill, I guess. So let's put this on you. Oh, there's a land. That's nice. That's nice. And honestly, I kind of feel like I want to have a Nettlecyst just to go for the kill next turn. Can I even go for the kill next turn? No, I don't think it's possible. Eradicator Valkyrie. Do you have Death Touch? No, you don't. Beautiful. Oh, wow. Okay. Cartouche. And they surrender. Oh, interesting. GG. We are ready to play against Ineos. And let's see where this game takes us. I go first. Oh, isn't that nice? I think I keep this based on Esper Sentinel. Yes, it doesn't come out until turn 2. But the card is so powerful against Ineos that I'm just going to keep it. Because they're mostly mono blue, like tempo based style, like flyers, counter spells, right? That's what you're going to expect from Ineos, and Esper Sentinel is just great at just drawing a ton of cards and going under them. Well, not going under them, but just out grinding them. So kind of the opposite. But Ineos, I can't hexproof from Ineos because it's choose, so I have to watch out for that. Esper Sentinel into... I guess I just Rosethorn Halberd the Esper Sentinel. Non-human. Human. Non-human. Human. Non-human. Human. Non-human. Equip 5. Just pointing this out there. It's... big oops. Big oops. Anyways, we shall follow with a... Oaken form, I guess? They have a bounce spell, I'm kind of sad. Sensor, sure, I draw a card. I don't really respect these, like I don't think I will need the Selfless Savior that much. I'm kind of low on white mana right now. Oh, well, would you look at that, it's white mana. I think I like to go with Sram into Sentinel size. Yep. Putting a bit more power onto the battlefield, being able to play the Rhys here. And then also growing the Esper Sentinel, which is just great. Sphinx of New Prav. That is a great card for us to see. That means they can't play Ineos on curve here. Okay, how do we do this? I guess I start out on Rune of Sustenance, right? And then it's going to be on the Esper Sentinel. Just Voltron that thing. Sure. Season of Growth. Veil of Summer. Kind of a nutty card here. Oh, I wish I didn't tap the green, otherwise I could have played Season of Growth and hold that one up. Interesting. If they play Ineos on curve, yeah, let's just Season of Growth and Selfless Savior here. Yeah, don't need you. Although it grows the Esper Sentinel, right? I guess they just play Ineos on curve, right? If they do, what can I do against that? Not much. Okay, Imrith is kind of worse. That allows them to do nasty stuff next turn. Ah, man, I wish I had a fight card or something like that. It's kind of tricky. Sure, I put everything on the Sentinel. And then attack here, I guess, and then fake something. Ooh, that's great for us. Because that means that they can't play Ineos and swap next turn. Yeah, that was great. They should have just let this go through and then just play Ineos, attack with everything, and swap my Esper Sentinel for like their Terramander. Welcoming Vampire, sure. Imrith, drawing them one card, I guess. No, nothing. Blanchwood Armor. Kind of. Yeah, put you on here. Sure, draw two cards off of that. Ooh. Kind of hesitant to put more things on this Esper Sentinel because like they've shown that they don't play around the commander, so I'm kind of not respecting them in that sense, but like they can just let it go through and then this is potentially awful, isn't it? Yeah, sure, attack with Esper Sentinel. Just as I thought. And we boon the Sram. Just make something bigger than their NES. Hopefully, do I need to play this as a land? I guess so. I kind of need it if I'm just popping off with Sram and Season of Growth, right? Now if they attack with everything, by making the Sram flying, I can just block one of the flyers. They can't swap immediately. NES, yep. Swapping the Esper Sentinel, I guess. Favorable wins? Sure. I guess I draw a card. Yeah, and now they attack and I put a counter on Sram with Snakeskin Veil. Now... like, I'm doing this now so they don't draw a card off my Esper Sentinel. Yep, nothing too surprising. They can't take the Sram here. It has Hexproof, but they don't care about that. They can't take it. But they didn't, because, you know, 6/5 that draws them one additional card at each turn is pretty neat. Where do we go from here? They only have 2 flyers. I can make my Sram quite big. Or do I want to put everything onto a Spiritdancer? Choices, choices. Does this have Vigilance? No, it doesn't. This has Lifelink, which is also awful. I guess I really need to figure out how much I want to draw here. How much I want to pump this Sram versus how much I want to pump the Spiritdancer. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, this is amazing. So... yeah, I can't ever pay here. Yeah. Draw here. Draw. And now... Sram. Yep, put this on Sram just so I can swing in. Yep. And attack you. We fetch a white now in case they have something like a Stifle or some weird thing like that. And we have to fetch a white for the Teferi's protection. Pass turn. I guess we don't need one of these lands. I guess it's the green one. We have a real game here, wow. I love this. Kind of feel safe with Veil of Summer and Teferi's protection, but the problem is that I don't have both up. So that's kind of a big deal. Do I wanna... wait, I can't activate this? Oh, on the battlefield. Oh yeah, I can activate this. How do I want to do this? Kind of feel like I want to jump with the Terramanda on the Imrith. Sure. This is fine. What are you going to do, opponent? You don't have enough flyers right now. So, I believe these enchantments are still mine, right? Controller, ImNotFine, yes. So they can't pull weird stuff like swap these enchantments for my creatures, because these enchantments are still on my side technically. If this has somehow -1/-1 and then I phase these out, that would be hilarious. Sure, let's make a token with Rhys. Because now we scry from the Season of Growth. Oh, yes! 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 This is so much yes. Okay, Cartouche of Strength on Sram, I believe. No. We have to do Cartouche of Solidarity first. Oh no, excuse me. I could have just done Cartouche of Strength on Ineas. Yeah, decline. Sure, draw a card opponent. Yes, draw all the cards. But now Vigilance First Strike in there. Yeah, I think this was still the correct choice, I guess, because this is just now contesting the Imrith. I kind of... yeah. Just looking how I want to tap my mana. 1, 2, 3, like that. Yeah, seems fine. And now on the Spiritdancer, fighting the Ineas. And I hold up Teferi's Protection, Veil of Summer, all the good stuff. Like yeah, sure. I kind of want to Veil of Summer that. And if you have a Quench, that doesn't work. Ooh, it resolves. Would you look at that, opponent? Yes, I want to draw a card. Yes, kill the Ineas, please. Maybe the Imrith was better. Probably. Now I wish I had more green again. Sure. I am, however, attacking with... Could Rune of Might the Spiritdancer? Could it attack? No, it couldn't even attack even then. Kind of want to hold up Wild Chip plus Teferi's Protection, just for safety, and then swing in with the monster that is the Sram here. And if they like end step Flash or Flyer in and play Ineas in their turn, I can just protect myself with Teferi's Protection. Yep, kind of don't want to pay right now. Not feeling like paying. I don't think the Nita Caption will ever do something as well as the Zetasian Champion. Just want to guarantee my land drop before I do anything else next turn though. So that's why I'm keeping the land. Yeah. Should've done the... Okay. I give that hexproof probably. So now... Yep, you have hexproof. Yep. Funny enough, this is now 5/6 instead of 6/5, so they can actually attack with Imrith. So it's kind of yikes. I think I take that. No blocks for sure. I would just want to hold up my protection in case something goes wrong here. I just draw one card from that anyways. And I think they just tap out, right? Maybe not. But like... And like Rune of Might plus the Sensor Mask should just kill anything basically. Like that just kills them. Redain, sure. Imagine having 4 cost cards in the deck. Kind of bad. Okay. Ancestral Mask onto the Spiritdancer. Now we have a rail cannon that points directly at the opponent's face. Decline. Yep. Draw a card. Oh, that's a 29/31. Huh? Who would have thought? Oh, that's a pretty good card. Let's rub it in with the Glaring Aegis on it. Should have probably put it on Sram. Yeah, draw more cards. Kind of want to draw protection. It's like impossible to not have protection here somewhere down the line, right? But like, I really want to have some. Do I have a green enchantment? Yeah, I do. So let's play that one. Sure. Let's put some on Sram. I could, like, this is large enough already. Like, who am I kidding, right? Like, well, that's an all that glitters. That's tempting, but should probably not. Ah, whatever. Whatever. What's the worst that could happen, right? Let's go. Also, I kind of just really want to draw a protection piece. It's amazing. No protection. Anyways, fire the Spiritdancer. No, I didn't keep up the Teferi's protection. It's just... I drew so many cards and no hexproof. Wait. This is so awful. What's the worst that could happen, right? Yeah, maybe double blinking the Dungeon Geists. Yeah. GG. We are done with the games. I hope you enjoyed them as much as I did. And yeah, this is Rhys the Redeemed in Historic Brawl. Kind of not what he was designed to do, but I guess that he does it pretty well anyways, like Voltron. Yeah, about that last game. First and foremost, I just want to point out that we got quite unlucky that we didn't get any protection or hexproof. But also when I think about it, and I think this is how phasing works, is the creatures come into play tapped anyways, right? So with the Dungeon Geists, that's kind of like the phasing would have brought me an extra turn, but I wouldn't have untapped for 2 turns anyways, so I would have died anyways, so yeah. Yeah, kind of unlucky, I guess. Yeah, that's what we call it. Unlucky, I guess. If you want to play this deck on a budget, what can you cut? What do you need? Honestly, all the expensive cards are honestly the ones you really need. I'm just gonna put it like that. Like, you want all your draw engines. And those are like Citizen Champion, Enchantress, Kor Spiritdancer. You want the Srams, right? And you want the Sithis. And you want the Sentinel. Oop, excuse me. And you want the Tome of Legends. Like, upon the Enclave. Okay, you can cut that, right? But like, your expensive cards in this deck are actually the ones that carry the deck for the most part. Have you've seen what an obscene, absolutely obscene amount of cards we can draw in just a single turn here. So yeah, that is yeah, the rest, honestly, the rest of the deck, let's check. Those are the commons and uncommons in the deck, and there are not that many. Like, the lands are kind of important because you see, like, you go from just casting white to green in one turn, right? And that is just like bit iffy. That's why you like these duels, but you can cut those. Okay, you don't need them all, but like for the most parts, it's actually just the draw engines. Like, for real, it's just you need most of them, but there are not many of them, and a lot of them are staples. And like, if you craft all of these, then you already have half your Sithis deck, so that's pretty good. And rest is just super cheap, so big plus for me, personally. Yeah. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the games. I hope you enjoyed the largest Kor Spiritdancer on this channel yet. Well, we will see. But for now, it's the largest, and it didn't get to swing. What a tragedy. I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.